happen, and that's that the one in white must be offered to her people while they rejoice.
Yeah. So, sounds like a great time.
Yeah, I mean, the one in white, so Mother Confessor, right? And she's maybe getting married because it sounds like she was in love, and the people are all rejoicing. So Marge is like, it's got to be a wedding, right? That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's always what offering up to the people means, I'm sure.
And if the Seeker and the Mother Confessor are hooking up, you know that's going to be an open bar.
Yeah, I mean, party time.
So Nathan, obviously, knowing that she is wrong as hell, starts laughing at her.
Yeah, he's like howling, it says.
Yeah, he calls them chickens, like plucking at the ground.
Yeah, not chickens in the way that you normally hear people being insulted, called chickens. He's like, no, you guys just are so preoccupied with the things that aren't important that you have no idea what's actually going on.
So immediately after talking shit now, he kind of does this weird lunge thing towards her and freaks her out because apparently he's a big guy too. And he was hitting on her earlier, too. So that's, probably would have been on guard for that anyway. But he does this weird move towards her, and she drops him like that with her power.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would not generally think people are going to just, like, jump at me if we're, like, having a combo. So
I don't know. This is like olden times, and this guy's locked up for some. I mean, we know he's dangerous, but
crazy.
No, I mean, me personally, I think this was more of a intimidation tactic.
Like a step.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a dad. Other dads know this. You can give your kids the step, and you know which ones are going to fall in line immediately. No hands needed, nothing like that. You just take one step, and the one who's typically done something wrong leans back ever so slightly. Then you're in their head, see?
Or runs to the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that's fine just thinks it's a game. They just laugh and run away.
Yeah. But immediately after Margaret drops him, I think she realizes that he was just fucking with her. Like you were saying, he was just like juking at her because she regrets it right away. Like she knew he wasn't actually going to hurt her, so she didn't need to do that.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense because this guy's not constrained. She's going to see him in his apartment late at night. It's a prison. He can't leave his apartment, but like he's not locked to a wall. He's not cuffed in any way. She's just in there with him.
Also, did she send the guards away when she got in there? Like, I don't think she sent them, but they said they were going to go check on all the other guards to make sure they hadn't heard anything. So that's probably not a great idea. That just occurred to me. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's either not a great idea or it's kind of implying that she trusts him.
Yeah, that too.
Like, she's not worried about him hurting her. Maybe him getting away and, like, obviously talking to fucking anybody is a real problem, but him hurting her, I don't think she's that worried.
Which is probably, again, why she regrets it right away, because she's like, nah, that's not him. Nathan, however, recovers right away, and then almost out of spite is like, oh, you want to actually see what the prophecy is? You want to see something that's really gonna, like, give you nightmares and make you feel real shitty?
Yeah, do you want me to show you how wrong you were?
And he implies that it's the way they're meant to be seen, because obviously they aren't getting it the right way. And immediately Marge is intrigued, as you fucking would be if somebody is telling you you've been studying something in the wrong way your entire life.
Right.
Even if you would be a little creeped by the way he's acting, because like he just juked at you and now he's being like, oh, you want me to fucking freak you out? Sure, I'll do that. Marge is intrigued by this, as you fucking would be, because you've been studying something one way your whole life and now you have a chance to see it in the way apparently it was meant to be seen, and you've never seen it that way. Yeah, you're gonna be interested, even if you might be a little creeped out because you just hurt this guy and now he's weirdly smiling at you and being like, yeah, you want me to creep you out? You want me to creep you out? Let me do this thing to you.
Let me show you how dumb you've been this entire time.
Yeah. And do some type of magic on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, what happens here in just a second, he starts reciting the prophecy, and it pulls her into a vision. That would be scary.
Yeah.
Like, you're losing your grip on reality and you're in this dude's control, even though apparently he's in your control because you can hurt him and bring him to his knees, but he can just suck you out of the world
right,
and make you trip balls like Richard hasn't even done yet. I mean, he saw a dragon, but this is a whole nother thing. And in the vision, she happens to be right. She sees Kahlan and like all the events of the last book. It just zooms us right through all of that. These are new people. Obviously, they weren't there for that. So they know everything that happened in Wizard's First Rule. They've read the books. They're up to date so far. They're current with the podcast, you could say.
Right.
Then the next thing they saw is what was happening right now with Richard and Kahlan, and they are doing it.
Yeah, they're in love and just loving each other.
A little bit of the bow, a chicka wow.
Yeah.
Followed by death brought to the world by the Keeper. So fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the best feelings in the whole world by like the worst thing ever. One right after another. Super fun. And then we're going to jump to the future. There's a cheering crowd and Kahlan is in front of them, and it is not a cheerful crowd. They're cheering and happy because Kahlan is about to be executed. And that is when Marge watches Kahlan's head be cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cheerful, just, I mean, not in the way you want them to be cheerful.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah, they're happy, just not about a very good thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is somebody that Margaret knows.
Knows of, at least.
Knows of, yeah. We know Kahlan.
Yeah, we know her.
We know the Mother Confessor is Kahlan. She's in love. We know her hopes and dreams and fears, and, like, we love Kahlan. Margaret does not.
Right.
She knows the Mother Confessor. It's still a big deal to her. But for the reader, the prophecy just told you Kahlan's going to die.
Yeah. Or the world's going to end. One or the other.
I mean, how many of you are with me? At least she gets to bang first, right?
At least they got there.
At least she got that.
Yeah, can't go out a virgin. That would be terrible. At least after all that, you know? Like, after all that, you have to.
I think we found the moral of the story, Jade.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Don't go out a virgin, guys.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Fucking Jon Snow went up to the Night's Watch and was all like, swear my life away without getting any, and that was a bad move.
Yeah.
That's why he left for the wildlings.
Yep.
But now if the world is to survive, Kahlan has to die, and everyone has to be like super ecstatic about that. So that kind of sucks. And after seeing things the way Nathan does, Margaret kind of finally understands. Maybe not fully understands, but as much as she can understand. She has a better perspective on things now.
Yeah, I think she has a healthy respect for how wrong she's been, at least in dealing with these prophecies. I mean, she thought Kahlan was going to get married, and she was dead set on it, and Nathan showed her, no, it's pretty close to the exact opposite, actually. She's going to die. And you guys have been doing this your whole fucking lives.
Yeah.
But because he's done this for her, which is an emotional experience, while she's in this vision, she feels the feels.
Yeah.
She feels Kahlan's love for Richard. She could tell that Kahlan is like sold, okay? And like her terror before she's beheaded, that has to be significant to somebody. And I feel like coming out of the vision, she took some of that emotion with her, and that's what fuels her change of feelings towards Nathan.
Yeah. Well, and just the way she's probably going to go forward looking at the prophecies and how they handle them from now on, because she knows that just reading them with her own base experience isn't enough.
Right. She's going to feel like a sham forever. He robbed her of her pride at her work forever.
Yeah. She's still kind of missing the point a little bit because she starts comparing the actual Keeper to like the daily struggle with the Keeper that everybody has to deal with every day. And Nathan's like, no, not really though.
You're talking about a symbolic fight with the Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the dude ripping a hole in your floor and coming to kill you.
Right.
Type fight with the Keeper.
Right.
Like he's actually coming.
Yeah, it's literally like comparing your nightmare to a real life monster breathing in front of you.
Right.
It's not the same. But good on you for trying. Like,
yeah. Hey, you kind of got there a little.
Nathan tells her, I don't care who you tell that I just showed you. I don't care who you tell that I can do that. It's not happening again. So you might as well not. Because it doesn't matter how much you guys torture me. That was a one-time deal just to, like, clue you in. And she tries to resist a little bit, and he's like, nah, doesn't matter. Not gonna fucking do it.
I have the power. I have the choice.
Yeah. You guys are fucking ignorant, and you're supposed to be. Deal with it. And Margaret, at this point, like, she starts thinking about how Nathan is one of the only charges they have there. I don't know how she keeps wording it in a weird way that's not explicitly saying prisoners.
Prisoner, right, exactly. Oh, you're my ward. You're a charge.
Yeah.
No, I'm a fucking prisoner, and you know it.
You're one of our boys.
Yeah, one of our special. See, there's the cult thing again.
Yeah.
You're one of our special boys, Nathan.
Well, he's one of the only one that they can't trust. He lies and he doesn't tell them everything about his power that he knows.
Atta boy.
And I think, like, being locked up the way he is, it seems like being smarter than them, and also not sharing everything is his way of, like, controlling what he can control, and probably his only real form of entertainment, and you can't really blame him for that.
Other than the sex and starting civil war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they keep taking that away from him, so...
That's true. Oh, bummer.
So you gotta poke at him a little bit and just be like, no, I'm not gonna tell you anything.
So Marge asks him here why he called the prelate. And Nathan says, it isn't any of your goddamn business. With all the sass.
Yeah.
He would like Marge to bring the prelate a message, though, while she's here, and totally not having sex with him.
Which, by the way, if you were just like, it's none of my fucking business, I'd be like, then no, I'm not going to give her a message, you dick.
Then you can start screaming again, and the guys will come get another sister instead of the prelate, because it's still in the middle of the night.
By the way, I tied up the web, so it's going to take you another 4 days.
Well, it says he had been working on that for years. So if she had said, hey, Nathan, by the way, I found your little thing.
Yeah.
No. He would be so pissed off if he was working on it for years.
Yeah.
But right, I don't know why she would really agree after he was just like middle finger rockets.
Yeah.
Tell her, he says, that the pebble is in the pond. And he goes, it's a code. It's fine. She'll understand.
She'll know.
Which is the point. See, when people are supposed to understand things, they will. Big wink. Margaret, I'm winking at you. See that I'm winking? You get it? Yeah, you get it.
You get it. Now, we just heard that term for the first time earlier in this book when Zed was talking or thinking about Rachel. He was
talking to Rachel.
Oh, he actually did he called her that.
He said that she was a ripple in the pond.
Okay.
And now we know that there's a pebble in the pond.
Right. And there's a stone somewhere.
So we're assuming the stone may be a pebble, I don't know. Something goes into the pond and causes a ripple, which would be Rachel.
Yeah.
So something has motivated Rachel to do something.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
And he wants the prelate to know for some fucking reason. So she better go wake her up.
Yeah, go. I mean, that was the point of this whole meeting. And he's just got to send it to her in a message anyway.
Yeah. And Margaret's like, I'll tell her at breakfast. This really isn't that big of a deal.
Were you paying attention? You were here for the vision, right? You should probably tell her now. Like, actually yesterday at this point.
Yeah. This is taking a really long time.
Thanks for coming by. Now get the hell out. Door's on the wall. You can find it.
So Nathan then gives her this crazy fucking riddle. It's important. It has to do with saving the world from the Keeper. He has no idea what the question is, but come find me later and he'll give you an answer.
Which is actually really nice of him.
Yeah, but it's like super straightforward and exactly the way you want important info given, right?
I mean, yeah, it does. It lends to and then kind of takes away from the mysticism because it is kind of like just thrown out there at the end. This probably would have come up maybe a little before now, maybe not. But it's just like, oh yeah, I'll grant you a wish sometime in the future, unrelated to whatever it is we're talking about now, and you'll know the time.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a wish that you pick, and yeah, you'll know when, and I'll know then, because I don't know now.
Right.